Oh, it's hot. Get there.
Smoky?
Kinda.
Yeah, something's burning.
Oh, she's right there on the bed.
When officers discovered 25-year-old Jamie Wilson Spray lying bruised, burned, and motionless in her trailer, they are completely unaware that in just a few hours, they will uncover a truth so brutal it will shake them to their very core.
I suspect you might know what he said differently. I got this on. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! I got this armpit.
On March 27, 2024, officers in Whitman County, Washington respond to a frantic 911 call received the day before one that's about to shatter countless lives.
I think I'm dead now. That's the truck?
Yep.
Yeah.
This trailer belongs to 25-year-old Jamie Wilson Spray. She was on a call for a job interview when her hiring manager heard her screaming hysterically. Before the call abruptly ended with no clue what was happening or where she was, the hiring manager immediately reached out to the police.
Let's see if the door is open now. It's locked.
Police department.
Lacking keys to access the trailer, officers search for alternative ways to see inside. But what happens next leaves them completely bewildered.
Oh, I got one here. Oh, it's hot. Get there.
Smoky?
Kinda.
Yeah, something's burning. Burner's on.
The situation is far worse than they expected. The trailer was only discovered a day after the 911 call, implying that the burner has been running the whole time. This realization sends a wave of panic through the officers as they rush to locate Jamie.
Do you want to... Hello?
Burner on.
With the heat intensifying and the dog possibly along with Jamie still inside, officers understand that time is of the essence. Consequently, one officer calls for backup. While another officer devises a plan for entry, they suddenly notice something that offers the critical opening.
Can you fit through that?
Possibly. So here's my only concern is if...
There's a dog over there.
So the shoe's right there.
Yeah. I wonder if she's laying here.
Evidence I don't... Here, let me see if I can reach in with my phone.
There's a gun lock right there on the counter. See that?
See. Yeah. In the bed. Hello?
Just the dog.
Oh, that's...
Hey, there's some keys right there on the counter. Can you reach them? That would get us in.
What's that? Say that?
Their keys are right there on the end of the table.
Oh, yeah.
We can grab those. You got to ask.
No. Oh, Jesus, it's hot.
Yeah. I wondered when it was all kind of sweaty on the windows. I was like, yeah. There's a chair right below you. I think you did. Well, yeah. Nope.
Lives. What they're...
Oh, she's right there on the bed.
What?
No, doesn't look like it.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They desperately need. As officers step inside the trailer, they are confronted by a heart-wrenching scene. Inside, they see Jamie bruised and discolored, indicating that she has been unresponsive for some time now.
She's got lividity on her arms.
Does she?
Yeah. She's got lividity. Everybody got your arms? Check the pulse.
Yeah.
The gas is on? The stove
was on.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's like
it's
they're
like 120 degrees in there.
like someone was trying to burn it down. She's got scratches on her neck, like someone choked her. I think we're out of luck, unless the dog scratched at her. Her neck's all bruised. Yeah, it's cold. I don't feel anything in her feet. Well, it's fairly warm.
No breathing.
I don't see any breathing. Hey, can we put the dog in a... Come here, pup. Come here.
Let's throw it in the back of the
Car? Yeah, someone tried to burn the stove. There's stuff on the stove.
With Jamie unresponsive, the medical team arrives to attempt resuscitation while one officer rushes to rescue the dog.
Come on. Good boy.
Yeah.
I turned the gas off at the tanks.
Yeah.
So the fire's out.
Meanwhile, the medical team works tirelessly to revive Jamie, but despite their best efforts, she is ultimately unable to be brought back. With Jamie pronounced deceased at the scene, officers send her body for an autopsy. Consequently, an official homicide investigation is launched. Soon they receive their first pivotal lead.
Hi, I'm Officer Grimmer. Okay, what time did you leave?
I don't know exactly what time I left. I got to the gym at 5:55, so I paid for parking. So we 10 minutes on there. Maybe like a little bit before that, maybe like 10, 15 minutes before that.
So you were at the gym 5:55. So tell me from like just before you left until you get to the gym.
Yeah. So actually, the pizza got delivered as I was changing to go to the gym. So like, it all was within like a pretty close time frame.
Okay.
And then I got out there because I know the numbering's kind of weird. So I like stuck my head out and told the guy where to go, but I gave him the wrong direction and I told him to go that way. He got sent back this way. So the neighbor next to me should also know about the pizza.
Okay.
And then they came back and delivered it to the house.
To your house?
No, to the other house, the one that's on this. So it should be, so they're correct. I think it was like a little bit after the pizza got delivered that I heard the scream.
Do you remember what pizza? Was it like
It was Domino's.
Domino's?
Yes. Delivery driver.
The pizza delivery boy suddenly becomes critical to the investigation, but officers aren't ready to talk to him yet. First, they need more information from the neighbors, especially about the car that was seen near Jamie's trailer.
Do you remember what kind of car that was?
It was white. I didn't get to see like the entire car, but it was a white.
Okay. Was it a big car or
No, it was like
a sedan?
yeah, no,
Okay.
a little bigger.
Was the pizza person still here when you heard the scream, or were they gone?
They had left.
And when did you hear the scream? Shortly after?
Yeah, it was like shortly after the pizza got delivered. Like I said, I couldn't really make out what kind of scream it was. I figured it was like an excited scream. I saw that the neighbor had a visitor, which she normally doesn't have.
And we're talking about the Mallard.
Yeah, the white one, right?
So she
normally doesn't have anyone in there. It's usually just her. It's just like her and her truck. But I saw that she had like somebody else there, and it was like a red SUV.
So is there a red SUV?
Yeah, it was like maroon.
And so that was, where was that parked at?
So the truck usually parks like this, and then this car was like this.
From Jamie's next-door neighbor, a pizza delivery boy, along with an unusual visitor in a red car. However, this is not enough to track down their suspect. To identify the driver of the red car, officers must first speak to the pizza delivery boy. Fortunately, they managed to trace the order from the nearby restaurant. Without hesitation, they proceed to the pizzeria, hoping for just one solid lead that could turn the case around.
I need to track down a delivery driver that made a delivery earlier. Because I need to talk to him. It's not in trouble. And I don't know who it is. Can you look up an order or something?
Yeah, I only started a couple months ago, so I'm going to go ask my manager really quick.
Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to track down a delivery driver. Not in trouble.
Yeah, that's it.
But I need to ask him some pretty sensitive questions. Can you look up an order and tell me who that driver was?
Minutes later, the delivery boy arrives, and it doesn't take long for him to recall the incident. Regarding Jamie's order, He vividly remembers getting lost while trying to find the address until he finally located Jamie's trailer. But just before he could reach the door, a man emerged from the same mysterious red car, interrupted the delivery, and entered the trailer instead. This detail further troubles the officers as they seek to gather more information about Jamie's personal life and prepare to deliver the devastating news of her death. Officers choose to interview her ex-husband Jacob, completely unaware that this conversation is on the brink of changing everything.
Okay, I wouldn't shoot anything. You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
Nothing. No. Well, I have
Okay.
like a pocket knife, but
Okay, can you keep it in there for me?
yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, man.
I'm not doing nothing.
We talked before. We talked the road rage thing. Some guy was messing with you, right?
Yeah, make him
Yeah.
my list.
Yeah.
But what's going on with Jamie? I need to seriously know because you guys got me freaking the f out because you called me. I was just getting off work, and now I can't get a hold of her. I called her sister, and she won't answer my call. All she said was, "I can't talk to you right now," and I'm just like literally in tears, freaking the f out, and I just don't know what's going on. And you guys aren't really being forward with me.
They
However-
believe they understood the case. However, to safeguard the integrity of the investigation and eliminate him from the suspect list, they decide to withhold the news of Jamie's death from him, initially convinced that even a minor slip could derail their inquiry. That said, Jacob's next statements will prove they were right to keep this from him.
Yeah, we're trying to make contact with her and figure out if he's okay. I guess there's some people concerned, so that's kind of why we're following up with everyone.
I talked to her today.
Okay.
I gave you guys my timeline. It was like 3:51.
Okay.
Like that I had talked to her.
And that's Jamie.
Yeah, my
Okay,
wife.
sorry.
We're still married. We're filing this Friday, but we've been separated since February 14th. But we've been very cordial. There's been like a couple like instances where we weren't totally agreeing on stuff, but like I just gave her like $1,000 so she could, because she was like wanting to move out of state. And I was like, well, she was like, can I take the trailer? I go, well, I kind of want to keep the trailer. But I was like, what if I give you like $1,500 and then technically $1,750? Technically $1,750, but that was gonna like pay for like the trailer insurance. The $250 that I deducted was like trailer insurance and the divorce paperwork. It's like $314 a mile. And so I was like, I'll take that off, but I'll give you the $500 when I get the trailer back. And then other than that, we both agreed no surprise visits. I did reach out to her on Monday and ask her if she could get her stuff out. Because I was thinking of possibly renting a room, just and lonely now.
Without being prompted, Jacob does something troubling. He begins recounting the timeline of how he met Jamie that afternoon. Yet this isn't the only strange occurrence. The fact that he mentions calling her just hours before her murder raises significant concerns.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so you said as far as the timeline today, you said you lost her around 3:51. Is that PM?
Yeah, I was like, but I was still in Moscow.
Gotcha.
I work in Moscow.
Gotcha. Did you talk to her?
It
Or
was
did you see it?
It was Snapchat.
Okay, you got
My
contact.
phone's in there charging, but if you want to see it,
In which one?
in my house.
Oh, sorry, you're pointing at A. That's all right.
I was just pointing
Oh, gotcha.
in my like living room, but I can grab it real quick.
Is that your unit? Sorry.
I'm bottom.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Go ahead. No,
Hang
that's all right.
tight.
That's all right. That's all right. You can say-
Wait, you don't want me to
No,
grab
that's
my
fine.
phone?
Don't worry about it. You can let it charge or whatever.
Okay.
So you talked to her at 3:51, but you haven't seen her today?
No, we don't really like cross paths. It's been kind of that thing.
Gotcha. When
What the hell is going on?
we're trying to get a hold of her out of this. You must be
Was she like arrested? What's
no,
like,
not arrested. Just we're trying to locate her or whatnot, and someone was concerned about her. So we haven't heard from her. and trying to figure out what's going on. Can you?
She's got like a group of new friends. They're gonna. My phone would help me better. But you said the truck was there, and you said you heard the phone. So she doesn't really leave.
Gotcha.
She can't leave home without either one, really. So what the fuck, man? What are you trying to tell me right now?
I'm not telling you anything right now. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's going on so I can give the officers their look. So I just got here. They just said, "Hey, can you come talk?" Talk to.
She did hook up with a girl in that trailer park. We lived there like over the summer. This last summer, not like, and there was a girl that she used to hook up with. So, and it was like a struggle on our marriage, but she was always like kind of bi. So, like, I mean, honestly, I know it's stupid to think, but it's better than somebody else, like some dude. Like, it's like, like.
Jacob mentions the woman named Adonna, who was apparently in a relationship with Jamie, as someone who could be their suspect. But from every witness account, the person in the red car was a man. So Adonna being Jamie's killer doesn't quite add up. This only pushes officers to dig deeper into Jacob's relationship with Jamie, and things would only get stranger.
I did call the police on her one time because she had threatened me with domestic violence. Like, she was like gonna stage it.
Oh, gotcha.
And so she had like showed up here to like, she said to get her dog, but it was the same day that she had like threatened me with TV, and she showed up and I called the police, and then she got all mad at me for that. But that's like, other than that, we've really been like chill.
And you said when you received those messages, where were you at?
I was in Moscow.
Gotcha. When did you come back?
6, maybe 6:30. Dinner goes out at 6, so.
And you said you work at a restaurant or something like that, right?
Sorority.
Oh, yeah, I cook for a service, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But dinner goes out at 6, so, I mean, it usually takes me a few minutes after that to, like, kind of wipe down counters, get everything going. I don't know. I usually get back here about 6:30.
And did you drive back straight here from sorority?
I stopped at Hoopler. Okay. Got the drink. Well, for here. I didn't drink it on the way, guys.
So you left around 6-ish.
6-ish.
Have you gone anywhere since then?
Nope.
Okay.
At this point, Jacob's patience begins to thin. He looks at the officers demanding to know what happened to Jamie. When the officers finally convey the heartbreaking news, his response is,
"Are you gonna like ever tell me what's going on with my life?"
Well, so the concern is that we found her at the trailer, and she's not doing well, and the medics are trying to help her. We're just trying to figure out what is going on and what happened to her and what's going on.
Like what?
So I don't know. That's what we're trying to. So they said, "Hey, come ask him about what happened." He's the last one that knew where she was, as far as we know, and so they're trying to figure out where that is.
I talked to her, like we're still friends.
It makes sense.
Said PC.
Even after hearing that Jamie isn't okay, Jacob's reaction feels unnervingly cold, almost as if he doesn't care. Still, the cops press on, hoping that continued questioning might get Jacob to slip up and reveal something useful.
What happened? When's the last time you've been over to the trailer park?
So I was over there last night.
Okay.
I dropped off food for her, and she was about to leave. She was on her way out the door. I didn't even go in the trailer. We met outside. I tried to make out with her. She said, "I don't want to make out." She did kiss me, and we hugged. But she said she had to go to work to do a.
And so it sounds last night everything was cool. You guys weren't fighting or anything like that?
No, everything was fine.
far from what they anticipated. Jacob insists that everything had been perfectly fine, but then he utters something that raises suspicion, something that starkly contrasts with his demeanor. The officers are also intrigued by the domestic violence case Jamie had filed against him. When they press Jacob about it,
you said that she's claimed or was talking about claiming domestic violence. Was there any other physical fights between you guys ever in the past? Or anything
so
like
there was one about spring break of last year. I was stressed out. We both drank. We both were hitting, not hitting each other, but like hitting each other with like words. And I tried to go to bed. She like grabbed me. I ended up macing her, because she was like swinging, you know what I'm saying? And she still came at me, now blind, really swinging. And I like held her, and she went the next day and filed a DV report on me. Showed him the bruises. She ended up not pressing charges. We talked through it.
Gotcha.
But like it was
His response only amplifies their suspicions, even though Jacob dismisses the matter as trivial. His explanation does little to sway the officers. After hearing everything he said, they now want to clarify whether his divorce proceedings with Jamie are genuinely resolved.
And as far as the split goes, you're describing it as fairly amicable.
Yeah, no, I have papers in my car. I don't want it.
Sure.
But she wants it. I love her. We'll do it. Like I said earlier, if she were to be like, take me back, I would do it in a heartbeat, even though it's like throwing my whole dignity and my everything away. But
Or if there's still tension brewing under the surface. As the interrogation continues, Jacob starts volunteering details without prompting. He opens up about his relationship with Jamie and their choice to part ways. It left him feeling depressed and profoundly affected. As Jacob describes the impact their split had on him, he even confesses to stalking Jamie. It raises a slight red flag. But this alone isn't enough to come to any conclusions.
So what happened tonight? I know you got a phone call. How did you find out that we were concerned about her?
well, I was at work, and like I said, it was like KO or something.
Yeah.
Called me. I missed a call. There was a voicemail, and I got off work. Unwind, get my headphones out, do everything, put on my music, and then I stopped over at Kugmar, grabbed some beer, and then I saw that voicemail, so I played it on my way back, and then I called him when I got here, and he was super concerned about Jamie and saying that there was a wellness check on her and wanting to know if it was here or in a trailer. And I said, yeah, it would be in the trailer.
Yeah.
She doesn't stay here anymore. And then he called me back and goes, I can't get in, but her phone's ringing. And I go, well, I don't have a key. That was part of the deal. There's one down in Lewiston. And he goes, I don't think I can wait. And I go, you should check the windows. Please don't damage it if you can. But check the windows, because I know she's not great.
Okay. Like she leaves them unlocked?
Yeah,
Okay.
she leaves them unlocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, check the fucking windows, like before you crowbar the door open.
Yeah.
And he goes, I found the window open. I'll call you back. And then he just never called me back.
So the officers keep their focus on Jacob's account of the day the murder occurred, trying to discern if something seems off. Jacob explains what happened when the officer contacted him during the welfare check. Even back then, his calm, almost detached demeanor bewildered the officers, especially when he'd say he'd arrive at the scene in an hour. Given the seriousness of the situation now as he recounts that call, his tone remains steady, but
Tonight.
I called my father.
Okay. What'd you tell your father?
That I'm freaking out because the police called and that Jamie is not answering my phone calls and I don't know what to do. And I asked him if he could call her and see if she's okay and maybe she's just ignoring me.
Yeah.
And not like actually hurt.
Okay.
And he was at the casino and I don't think he heard me because he was there in like Coeur d'Alene casino.
Yeah.
And so we were cutting in and out. So I don't think he heard me. And then the phone went dead.
Okay. What else did you talk to him about?
That was it.
Okay. Would he have told us anything different?
No.
Okay. How's your relationship with him?
My best friend.
Your father's your best friend? Okay.
He's my hero.
He's your hero?
Yeah.
the moment the investigators shift to their next line of questioning, his composure starts to fray. Jacob asserts it was just a routine call with his dad and maintains he had a great relationship with him, but his claim swiftly comes into doubt when the officers unveil the next piece of information.
So that, we've had a chance to talk with him, and he shared something a little bit different that you had shared with him. Can you tell me a little more about that part of it, though?
What did he say?
Something he clearly wasn't prepared for, leaving him visibly unsettled. When the officers confront Jacob, informing him that his dad provided a completely different story, he visibly panics.
He told us something slightly different, and I suspect you might know what he said differently.
I got this arm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't grab it! Get on the ground! I got this armpit. That's armpit. You're under the arrest. I'm done. Okay. I'm done. I got left arm pinned. Dude, I'm done. I'm done. Your back. I will do whatever you say. Let go. Drop. Yes. Roll out so we can go prone. Dude, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna give you another one if I think you're doing something. I'm not doing nothing. Hello. I'm done. I'm done.
He goes entirely blank and then makes an unexpected move. Caught off guard, Jacob frantically attempts to escape, but his efforts are in vain. The officers apprehend him, and after a brief struggle, they take him into custody. Later, the officers disclose that Jacob's father had reached out hours earlier, reporting that Jacob had confessed to murdering Jamie. In addition to this, the officers uncover substantial evidence directly linking Jacob to the crime when the autopsy report arrives. It reveals traces of Jamie's skin beneath his nails, corresponding with the bruises on her neck. The report also confirms that he assaulted her before brutally taking her life. Further investigation reinforces the growing case, revealing past harassment and stalking charges filed against him by a former girlfriend. With all this evidence combined, the case against Jacob is more than sufficient to formally charge him. On January 23, 2025, the jury finds Jacob Spray guilty of first-degree murder and first-degree rape, backed by overwhelming evidence. On March 24, 2025, he is sentenced to 26 years in prison, followed by 3 years of community custody post-release, the maximum punishment permitted under Washington state law.